Good morning, dear children. Welcome back. I am Mrs. Sithara, your social science teacher. In today's session, we will do Geography, Class 7, Term 2, Unit 1, Resources, Part 4. Come children, let us learn. Before moving into today's session, let us have a recap of what we learned in the last session. We learned about resource. Anything which can be used for satisfying the human needs is called a resource. The natural resources are obtained from the environment. It is very essential for the survival of human being. We also learned about the classification of resources. Resources can be classified on the basis of origin as well as on the basis of their renewability. On the basis of origin, the resources can be classified into biotic and abiotic resources. We learned that biotic resources are found in the biosphere, which are obtained from living and organic materials like forest, crop, birds, animals, fish, man, and material that can be obtained from that. Fossil fuels are also included. Abiotic resources are non-living parts of the environment like land, water, air, sunlight, and heavy metals like ores, gold, iron, copper, silver, etc. Children, on the basis of their renewability, we can classify it into renewable and non-renewable resources. The example for renewable resources are solar energy, hydropower, and wind energy. Sun produces heat and light, and the solar energy is not harmful to the environment. The photovoltaic devices or solar cell directly converts the solar energy into electricity. We learned that Kamuthi Solar Power Project is one of the largest solar power projects in the world, which is situated in Ramanathapuram in Tamilnadu, with a capacity of 648 megawatts. In a wind energy, it is one of the most economical and renewable energy technologies. Wind turbines with 3 blades convert the wind energy into electricity. Water is also considered as a great source of energy. Hydroelectricity is generated from moving water with high velocity and great fall with the help of turbines and dynamos. It is the cheapest and the most versatile source of energy out of all the known energy. China is the largest producer of hydroelectricity. The Three Gorges Dam in China is the largest hydroelectricity project in the world with an installed capacity of 22,000 megawatt. Children, the non-renewable resources can be classified into 3 types. They are metallic resources, non-metallic resources, and fossil fuel resources. In the metallic resources are composed of metals, which are hard substances and good conductors of heat and electricity. Examples like iron, copper, gold, bauxite, silver, manganese, etc. Iron is the 4th most common element in the Earth's crust, and it is most widely available metal. The ores of iron are magnetite and hematite. Iron ore is a key raw material in the steel industry. Copper is one of the first metals known and used by man. It ranks as the 3rd most consumed industrial metal in the world, coming after iron and aluminium. Chile is the world's #1 country in the production of copper. Gold is a rare and a precious metal. It has high demand in world markets. China is the world's largest producer of gold. In India, Kolar gold field is one of the deepest mines of the world. Aluminium is produced from its ore bauxite. Aluminium has a wide range of uses compared to other metals. Because of its light in weight, tough and cheaper, it makes it popular metal for constructional purposes. It is used in the construction of aircrafts, ships, automobiles, railway coaches, and so on. Australia is the world's leading bauxite producer. Silver is also a precious metal. It is used in the making of jewelry, dentistry, photographic goods, electroplating industry, and also in the manufacture of luxury goods. Mexico is the world's leading silver producer. Manganese is a steel-grade, hard, shiny and brittle metal. The common ores of manganese are pyrolusite manganese, silomelane and rhodochrosite. Manganese is very essential for the production of good quality steel. It is used in making electrical batteries, coloring material in bricks, pottery, floor tiles. Also in disinfecting liquids, bleaching powder, fertilizers. South Africa is the world's leading producer of manganese. Children, in this session we will discuss about the non-metallic resources. Children, natural resources are classified on the basis of origin as biotic resource and abiotic resource. On the basis of renewability, it is classified into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. The non-renewable resources can be classified into metallic resources like iron, copper, aluminum, gold, silver, and non-metallic resources like the minerals, salt and phosphates, and fossil fuels such as oil, coal and natural gas. Now we will learn about the non-metallic resources. Non-metallic resources, as the name suggests, are those resources that is not comprising of metals. These are not hard substances and are not good conductors of heat and electricity. Example: mica, limestone, gypsum, dolomite, phosphate. Let us learn the spellings. Mica, M-I-C-A, mica. Limestone, very easy one, L-I-M-E-S-T-O-N-E, limestone. Gypsum, G-Y-P-S-U-M, gypsum. Dolomite, D-O-L-O-M-I-T-E, dolomite. Phosphate, P-H-O-S-P-H-A-T-E, phosphate. Examples are mica, limestone, gypsum, dolomite and phosphate. Children, it is time to learn about mica now. The common ores of mica are muscovite and biotite. Muscovite and biotite. M-U-S-C-O-V-I-T-E, muscovite. Biotite, B-I-O-T-I-T-E, biotite. The pictures are shown there. It is one of the indispensable minerals used in electronic and electrical industry. It is used as an insulating material, as it is a very poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used as an insulating material. In powder form, it is used for making lubricating oils and decorative wallpapers. That is, it can be used for lubricating oil, which is going to reduce the friction, and also in decorative wallpapers because it gives a shining texture to it. Children, mica finds its use in paint as a pigment because it will brighten the tone and colored pigments. It is used as an insulator, and the shiny and the glittery appearance make it use for its use in toothpaste and even in cosmetics. Children, China is the world's top producer of mica. Now we will learn about limestone. Limestone is a sedimentary rock. S-E-D-I-M-E-N-T-A-R-Y, sedimentary rock. Children, sedimentary rocks are a type of rocks that are formed by the deposition of mineral or organic particles at the earth's surface, and it is followed by cementation. Now, cementation is actually the ions carried in the groundwater chemically, and it will form crystalline materials between the sedimentary grains, and it will bind them together. Children, for the construction of roads, houses, tunnels or canals, they study the sedimentary rocks. It is also an important source for coal, fossil fuel, drinking water and different types of ores. Children, limestone is a sedimentary rock composed mainly by skeletal fragments of marine organisms, that is, the organisms that live in the seas and the oceans, such as corals. You can see the picture of a coral there, and forum infera, that is the small single-celled that live in the open ocean along the coast as well as in the estuaries. Usually they will have kind of shells, as well as the different mollusks, that is shelled creatures which are bigger ones. So limestone is a sedimentary rock and it is composed of skeletal fragments of marine organisms like coral, forum infera and mollusks. About 10% of sedimentary rocks are limestone. Mostly limestone is made into crushed stone and used as a construction material. Children, limestone is used for facing stones. That is a protective covering that protects the outside of a building. You can see it in the picture. Then floor tiles, stair threads, you can see the steps and window sills and many other purposes. The crushed limestone is used in smelting, smelting, smelting. That is applying heat to an ore to extract the metal. And other metal refining process, that is cleaning the metal, that process limestone is being used. Portland cement is made from limestone. Children, Portland cement is not a brand name but the general term for the cement, like we use fridge for refrigerator, same way, as well as steel for just a stainless steel. Same way, Portland cement is a normal name, generic name of a cement. Children, China produces more than half of limestone production in the world. China is the largest producer. They produce around half of the production. Besides China, United States, India, Russia, Brazil and Japan also produce limestone. In India, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh and Tamilnadu produce over 3/4 of the total limestone of India. In Tamil Nadu, we have large-scale limestone reserve found in Ramanathapuram, Tirunelveli, Ariyalur, Salem, Coimbatore and Madurai districts. Children, now let us learn about the fossil fuel resources. We are going to learn about the fossil fuel resources. Fossil fuel resources are normally formed from the remains of dead plants and animals. They are referred to as fossil fuels and are formed from hydrocarbon. Children, hydrocarbon is an organic chemical compound composed of only hydrogen and carbon atoms. You know, you have learned the atoms of hydrogen and carbon in your science class, and they are formed by only hydrogen and carbons. They are naturally occurring compounds and form the basis of crude oil, natural gas, coal and other important energy sources. Now, when the fossil fuels are burned, they become a great source of heat energy. That is, once you burn it, there is an enormous amount of heat energy produced. Examples of fossil fuel resources are coal, petroleum and natural gas. What are the examples of fossil fuel resources? They are coal, petroleum and natural gas. Children, in the picture you can find the formation of coal from the vegetation and it becomes dead vegetation. From that you can get the peat, and from the peat you get the brown coal. Coal is the most abundantly found fossil fuel that forms when dead matter is converted into peat. P-E-A-T, peat. Peat is a soft, dead, decaying matter. Coal is used as a domestic fuel and in industries such as iron and steel, steam engines to generate electricity. The electricity produced from coal is called as thermal power. In the picture, you can find a thermal power plant run on coal. Coal is classified into 4 types based on the carbon content. They are anthracite with greater than 80% of carbon, bituminous 45 to 80% carbon, lignite 20 to 35% carbon, and peat with less than 20% carbon. Children, the anthracite, ANTHRACITE, anthracite is the best quality and it contains 80% of quality carbon. The bituminous is the most widely used variety of coal. Lignite is a lower grade and it is known as a brown coal. Peat is of low quality, so it burns like wood and gives more smoke and less of heat. The leading coal producers of the world is China. Besides this, India, USA, Australia, Indonesia and Russia also produce more coal. The coal producing areas of India are Raniganj in West Bengal, Neyveli in Tamilnadu, Jharia, Dhanbad and Bokaro in Jharkhand. In the picture of India map, you can find the major coal mines in India. The world map shows the distribution of the fossil fuel resource. The points marked with red are coal, with blue are petroleum and green are natural gas. Children, most of the coal deposited that we use now were formed around 300 million years ago. Much of the earth was covered with steamy storms. As the plants and trees are dead, their remains were buried underneath the swamps. Eventually, they were transformed into coal beneath the ground due to the excessive heat and pressure. Before winding up today's session, let us have a recap of what we discussed in this session. We learned about the non-metallic resources. They are resources that do not comprise of metals. They are not hard substances and not good conductors of heat and electricity. Examples are mica, limestone, fossil fuel resources like coal, petroleum and natural gas. We learned that mica is one of the most indispensable minerals used in the electronic and electrical industry as an insulating material, and also in powder form it is used for making lubricating oil and decorative wallpaper because of its luster or shining nature. China is the world's top producer of mica. We also learned about limestone, which is a sedimentary rock. Limestone is made into crushed stone and used in construction, and it is also used for facing stone, floor tiles, stair treads, window sills and many other purposes. It is also used in smelting and other metal refining processes. Portland cement is also made from limestone. China produces more than half of limestone production in the world. We also discussed about the fossil fuel resource formed from the remains of dead plants and animals. They are formed from hydrocarbons. Coal is the most abundantly found fossil fuel that forms when dead plant matter is converted into peat. Coal is classified into 4 types based on the carbon content. They are anthracite, bituminous, lignite and peat. The leading coal producer of the world is China. Children, in the next session, we will discuss about petroleum and natural gas. Worksheet number 4, Roman number 1, choose the correct answer. Question number 1, electricity produced from coal is called dash. Electricity produced from coal is called dash. Thermal power, nuclear power, solar power, hydel power.